welcome to The Dish. It's Olivia Womack filling in for Anna Christina, and we are so excited that you're spending your Friday with us, and it's First Friday. So you know what that means. I have a special guest joining me, none other than Mr. John Holden. How you doing?
Hey, hey. Very good. Happy to be here. That's all I'm saying.
We're glad to have you. It's been like months gaps this year since we get to see you. So what's been happening?
COVID-19.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just a host of different things that are going on. So yeah, I've been honestly trying my best to just kind of like stay out of the way to some degrees, you know. Like everybody else, stay a little closer to family, conserve money.
That's true.
Just a big part of it, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep my hand off of that Amazon. I think I need this button. So, but outside that, everything's been okay.
Because those advertisements are getting to you at home, and you see them, and you're like, maybe I need that.
They definitely are. It does. You have to watch for that 3-day impression in your bed, where you're just like, oh, I'm still here. But then you roll over. It's like how you learn how to eat cereal in the bed. Didn't know you could do it, but it's like, oh no, I really can. The bowl won't move. You can put it there. Oh, and I can bring the milk in here. I'm saying too much, but I'm just keeping it real. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, we like to keep it real around here.
I'm just saying.
I wanted to point out, because I see your coffee mug over there, says KSU Dad.
Uh-huh.
And I was a KSU graduate. Hootie Hoo were the Owls. So you have a daughter that went to KSU.
Yep, she graduated in December with a chemistry degree, and she's it's a pretty good experience, you know. She went, she did her thing.
Yeah. And what's she doing now?
Right now, she's working at Solid Advanced Polymers in Atlanta, in lieu of this whole COVID thing. But still trying to hold on to that. You know, so anyway, we're trying our best to push through, you know.
I know. I feel like I couldn't imagine graduating right now and all the uncertainties that come with it. Like my friends that graduated in May of this past year or this summer, and just not really knowing where to go. Like the workforce is so different right now.
And I will say this, we talked about this earlier. Go home. It's not a problem. Just go on home, go back to mom and dad. This is a good time to kind of consolidate, you know, take the chip off your shoulder, go home, kick that room in, take that free rent for about a year and some change, and you know, just stay close to your family.
Yeah, or 2 years. That's what I'm on. My second year, I graduated.
How about 2 or 3, whatever works.
Maybe 5. You know, my parents told me that they would be fine with me staying there for forever. Now, I probably won't, you know, but I love living at home and getting to be with my parents.
That's right. And putting that money back in your pocket. That's the key part of it. A lot of people don't understand that some parts of wealth building, people don't get an opportunity to do that when they come right out of college and go right to the workforce. But imagine this is a situation where you get to go back home for a year, 2 or 3 years, put that money in your pocket. Well, don't get me wrong, you will be paying the gas bill, maybe the power bill.
That's what he was saying. We're going to Brady Bunch and split up the bills.
I'm just saying, yeah, you stand here, we going to work something out.
That's great.
It's just a great situation to have everybody there.
Well, and like we were talking about, like I have student loans, and so they start about 6 months after you graduate. Well, right now it's different because they're postponed some, but getting to go back in, and I was telling you, I do Dave Ramsey, so trying to pay off debt and snowball that as fast as I can while I'm young before the interest really accrues. And you mentioned taking the pride off the shoulder and not being too embarrassed to move back home with mom and dad if they're offering it, because why not?
And you have to look at it like this. Realistically, nobody cares. Sometimes we go through life and we feel like, hey, we're always on the microphone, like everybody cares. They care to a degree to just talk and chit-chat for a little while. But at the end of the day, they all have Georgia Power. They all have the Augusta utilities. They all have a mortgage, a rent. So we're really, honestly, symbiotically connected more than ever. So sometimes just push those things out the way and understand the economics of it. You know. And
you'll be glad you did. I feel like taking those 2 years, and like we were talking about, like the keeping up with the Joneses and with social media in my generation, we think, I mean, I know I struggle with that sometimes, like, oh, what is everybody else going to think? But really, it doesn't matter, because what will I think in 5 years whenever I didn't make those choices that I wish I would have made? So I think it's important to consider.
And I'll say this, though, too. Do like the rest of people on Instagram, fake it.
Yeah, and then there are those.
There's a lot of faking going on. I was like, okay.
That is for
Lamborghini.
So have you had any positive habits that have come to stay during this time? You mentioned staying in bed, but any good ones?
Well, I will say this, though. On the weekends, you know, you're somewhat trained to be like, hey, you go to work, and then on the weekends, for the most part, you find that time to go do something.
Yeah.
You know, I will say this is kind of cool that, like, 3 months in, for the most part, I was basically sticking you know, in the home. But when it came down to it, it's like I kind of learned the idea of like, oh, it's okay to stay at home and put those dollars back in my pocket. So.
And you can get out and go for a walk outside
Sure.
and do the health,
Yep.
and have a positive experience with health, cook some more at home.
100%.
But yes, save the money. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be right back to pick out our birthday winner, so don't go anywhere.